Hi, my name is Chris. This is Coco. This video is in response to a comment on the petting a bird that's a nipper. If you have a bird that has the ability of flight and is kind of feisty, tends to bite, nip, or doesn't really chill with you and chooses to fly back to a different direction or a different area, there's several different reasons why he's doing this. One is that he's already claimed one area as his domain, his area of chilling, if you will. Now, being that the bird is stepping up on your arm and he's pinching and hitting his beak on you, I've never seen that with macaws, but there is another bird that I had a while back and rehomed. It was a white umbrella cockatoo. This cockatoo did the exact same thing, and I couldn't figure out exactly what he was doing until it started becoming kind of funny. He would sit on my shoulder and he would take his beak and he would go pop, pop, and just pop on my head, and then he'd roll his head back and make noise, and it was just awkward. So after a while it started to become more aggressive. He bit one of my friends on his nose. He would pinch and kind of clench and hold on, somewhat aggressive. Then he would fly into his area, grab his stand, and then fly and attempt to lift his stand. So these acts of aggression were obviously ways of getting my attention and letting me know that he wanted more activity outside, wanted a bigger environment, and just kind of knew that he was captive and in an area that wasn't, what birds are used to, which is, natural instinct is they can fly anywhere they want to, miles in different directions. The best thing to do for kind of assisting the bird in distraction, if you will, being that he's not in a cage, that's a wonderful thing. If you don't already have toys, I've got a few ideas for you. One is they love to shred paper. Obviously they love buttons. Every shirt that I've got is missing the top 2 buttons, or 3. Anything you can give them that's non-toxic, non-plastic to chew on, it's a good thing. It'll also, if you are paying somebody else to do the bird's talons or dremel their beak, this will also prevent having to go back as frequently to have their beak dremeled. And by dremeled, I don't mean de-sharpening the beak to where when they bite it doesn't hurt as much. There's actually a maintenance that they naturally do in the wild by chewing and getting on wood and rubbing their beak and stuff. It keeps their beak filed down on the outside, and on the inside, as you turn your head, if you can see right here, there's kind of an indentation where the beak kind of goes in and out. If that gets too far out in some places, too far in some places, it can affect their bite. So to kind of help with that, if you've got anything wooden that they can chew on, I usually go find some scrap pieces of wood that aren't dirty, they're clean, not treated wood, nothing with any chemicals on it. I drill holes in it, put a coat hanger through it, and hang it on their perch stand. This gives them things to chew on, something to destroy, because they love to chew on stuff. They also love to shred paper. If you've got any leftover paper, will you chew on this so I don't look stupid? Come on. Come on. Okay, anyway, they love to chew on paper. He'll grab it with his hand and he'll shred it until there's nothing left. Of course not right now because the video camera's going. Anyway, these parts of coat hangers, those little pieces of cardboard thing, if it's coated in any kind of plastic, you don't want to use it. If it's just strictly cardboard, they'll chew on it. They love to interact with anything that they can modify on their own. So being that yours, it sounds like yours is a male, so if it was a female, you'd want to build a nesting box that she could chew on, manipulate, and adapt to her own liking. So if you have any toys, anything wooden, anything he can chew on, it's going to suppress those activities that he's taking out on you. It's not any form of aggression. It's just kind of it's that communication barrier where he doesn't know how to tell you what he wants or needs, but he allows you to do just enough to satisfy you, then he goes back to his area. So to create that rapport with you and the bird, it's better to have plenty of toys, plenty of treats, things that you can interact with, definitely training exercises. Of course, after you get him used to allowing you to touch his feet. See, Coco is still kind of hesitant. Coco is a bird that I've been rehabilitating for a number of years now. There are some birds that are easy to rehabilitate and easy to train and treat, and there are some that take a lot of time. So be patient, take your time. It's going to be days and days on end. You're not going to see any drastic changes overnight. But once it's done, it's going to be a process that both of you went through, that both of you are going to be bonded through. Plus, it's going to make any training in the future somewhat easier because he's going to be used to the process. So again, anything that he can chew on. It'd also be a good idea if you've got access to any kind of electrical gloves, just something that's really, really thick that you can put on your arm. Get him used to knowing that biting is not going to hurt. Now, some people will say, well, you're just giving him a substitute, something else to keep the activity going, and that is true to a certain extent, but in some cases it works, some it doesn't. So if it seems like he's still biting at the glove or biting at your whatever you got wrapped around your arm or pinching or headbutting, try to intervene and distract with a toy, with something different, something. And remember, birds are very sensitive to energy, and by energy I mean your attitude, your persona, your calm nature, or your level of emotion. So the less dominance of a stance you take and the more kind of comfort zone that you can be in with him, it's going to help. You'll relax the bird will, y'all are going to ebb and flow and kind of relax each other. So intervening with any kind of distraction of anything you can chew on. And if you know anybody that's a seamstress and you can get a shirt and just sew a gazillion buttons on it, that'll keep them on you for a good while. So I hope this helps, man. If you got any more questions, concerns, or comments, just throw them on YouTube. I'll do whatever I can. Again, recommendations for training treats, just for anybody else who's viewing this: peanuts, oranges, grapes. Wash the grapes thoroughly because they're going to have chemicals and pesticides. You want to keep those away from your birds. Also, stay away from cherries, chocolates, anything with caffeine, and avocados. Those are things that they're allergic to, and you want to be careful with those. So, in closing, good luck with your bird. I hope you guys have a great day, and good luck.